Alright, so you notice that this side of the face has progressed a little bit more. The video cut off, and so you didn't catch that. So I'm going to do the same thing over here. When we stopped, we talked about how the hairline can create the hairstyle for a guy very easily, and then we can add more hair if we want it to be a girl's hairstyle. But regardless, hair is really, really thin. You want to really squish it down and add only a little bit, and most of it's going to probably scrape off. But what you do is you add the pieces to the side of your sculpture. You really want to squish them in, and you can get the shape of the hair. Let's say this is the shape of the hair. And you want it to still feel behind, like so. You can add some shapes and lines to it to make it feel like it's actual hair. And that can blend from the top to the bottom. You can either blend by adding more pieces, or you can blend by using your popsicle stick or clay tool as almost like a spreading butter on a sandwich kind of feel. So hair sort of sticks together in a family. So you want to create different shapes and smooth out a little bit of that shape. Try not to do each individual hair because that's going to take way too long. It isn't really how hair works anyways. Okay? You can see how those shadows start to feel a little bit more like hair. You can do different hairstyles. Obviously, you could put the hair up here and have something like that. You can put the hair on top. You can put the hair coming out the side. Wherever you want the hair to be will change the kind of hairstyle. But be careful with how thick it gets, because remember, part of our rule is nothing can be really thicker than our thumb. So if you end up making the hair pop out a whole lot, then this section is likely to blow up and you're going to lose it. Remember, we still want to have an ear. And so if you've added the hair and the ear has sort of disappeared, you can add the ear back on top, like so. And you're probably going to have to use a slightly different tool to get the pieces of the ear in, but you can imagine there's a ridge that goes around the ear. There's the ear lobe at the bottom. There's a little hole as it goes inside the head. You can see how just the suggestion of that already starts looking a lot like an ear. All right. Other thing that I did is I trimmed the cheeks a little bit and the chin. So if something doesn't look right, feel free to fix it. Cut it off, do it again, cut it a little bit off, see if it looks better. If some area looks puffy, looks too big, remember this tool can just scrape little layers off until it feels like you did a more what you're trying to do. So really explore that. Work with different tools to see if what makes the right feeling. See what it feels like to make a little bit of a ridge versus something that smooths out, and see how that feels different. And work on your face until you're happy with it. Remember, always ask for help, and I wish you guys luck.